Forgiveness, is it wrong? Well, I had never heard that it was wrong until recently when a priest friend of mine preaches on forgiveness, and believe me, it wasn't me. And somebody comes up to him later on and tells him, "You shouldn't preach on forgiveness, Father, because psychologists and coaches are not using that word." You know why? Because if we forgive, nothing gets solved and the problem remains. That's why there were so many scandals in the church. A lot of things to say about this. I understand perfectly that many times human beings, we can manipulate words. A word like war or gun or fear can be used in a wrong way, but the word in and of itself has a meaning. Jonathan Haidt, a psychologist at the Stern School of Law in NYU, says that we're falling into three things. One of them is concept creep. Something that meant something one day has now been changed to something else. Number two, hypersensitivity. You know what? One thing is to offend somebody and the other is to feel offended. Has it happened to you that maybe a friend, when you didn't have any bad intention, just by looking at them or a relative, they were already angry at you? And number three is emotional reasoning. We fall into emotional reasoning when we think that the way we are feeling, that's the exact color of the world, and not that we are just feeling bad that day. What do these three things have in common? You probably are guessing it. It's individualism. Yes, again, individualism. So, is forgiving and being forgiven good? Of course it is. It's good. And when we do it, we avoid the temptation of falling into individualism. And guess what? When we do it, we're actually imitating God.